Shalom, friends. Akiva Gersh here. Hope you're doing well. I want to share with you two thoughts from this week's Torah portion called Beshalach. Right, in the last 2 weeks, we're learning about the 10 plagues that devastated Egypt and really punished Egypt, right, for what they did to the Israelite nation for over 200 years, enslaving them with such cruelty and oppression. Now they're free and they're on their way. They're on their way out of Egypt and they're on their way towards the land of Israel. But of course, we know that the Egyptians are running after them once again, trying to get them to come back and to continue to be slaves in the land of Egypt. And we know the great miracle of the splitting of the Red Sea happens in this week's Torah portion. One of the greatest miracles throughout the entire Bible, one of the greatest miracles throughout human history. But it's interesting to note that when the Torah, when the Hebrew Bible talks about this miracle, of the splitting of the sea, and it's not just like God split the sea, or Moses put his staff over and the sea split. No, yes, Moses did put his staff over the waters, but then it says that a wind blew the waters all night long, right? So we see from this that God used nature as a tool to bring about this miracle. Right now, God could have done anything. God could have made it split in 1 second, but that's not what God did. Right? God used nature, the wind, to blow the waters apart so that the Israelites can go through the sea that was in front of them, right? We learned that the sea was in front of them, the Egyptians were behind them, the wilderness was on both sides of them. They didn't know where to go, right? So they only had really to go forward into the sea, and the sea split for them at the perfect time. But even this greatest of miracles was done through nature, right? In a perfect way at the greatest time in the perfect timing, right? And it's still a miracle, a great miracle, one of the greatest miracles, possibly the greatest miracle. But still, we see that God uses nature, which is to show us, right, that even nature itself is a miracle, right? Everything's a miracle, right? In Judaism, according to Jewish thought, we're supposed to look at this world as just filled with wonders and miracles from God all the time. We have a prayer that we say 3 times a day where we thank God for all the miracles that are happening to us every single day. Really, there are miracles around us every single day? Yes, if we can open up our eyes, open up our hearts, and see them. Miracles are not just these, massive, once in a lifetime, once in a million years kind of event, like the splitting of the sea. They're around us all the time. And that's what God is trying to show us in Judaism, Jewish thought, is trying to show us the weekly Torah portions, right? They're trying to show us the wonders of this world. And that the nature that is all around us, that the nature that God put into this world is just miracles that we're just so used to. The way the body works, the way the universe works, the way the stars are, the way water is, all these different things, the fact that I can breathe, the fact that I can talk, all these things are miracles that we just get so used to that we don't look at them as miracles anymore. But Judaism is encouraging us to retain our sense of wonder and wow and awe at this world and really see and appreciate, right, the miracles that are with us every single day. And that kind of links into the second thing I want to share with you as well, is that after they're done walking through the split sea and then the Egyptians coming after them and the water is falling on the Egyptians, killing them, the Israelites go into song. They just burst into song. Moses leads the way, and they're singing this incredible song, right? So incredible that we actually have it as part of our everyday prayers every single morning. We call it Shir Tayam, the Song of the Sea. We recite it. The exact words that are in the Torah, in this week's Torah portion, that the Israelites said thousands of years ago. Now, why song? Why was that the thing that they did right away as soon as the miracle happened and as soon as they saw the Egyptians who they were so terrified of drowning in the sea and drowned, done, no more. We learn, according to Jewish thought, that song, real song, not just like a song you put on the radio or listening to on your headphones. Real song, true song is the truest expression, the deepest and most powerful expression of gratitude towards God. That when we sing from the depths of our heart, and when we sing at such a deep level of truth, right? Real singing, a real song, that is just an expression of great gratitude to God for everything that God does for us, everything around us, all that we have, all that there is. And that's why singing was the perfect thing that the Israelites did after this miracle, because now, after the 10 plagues, they weren't even ready to sing yet. Only after they saw that their oppressors were done, no more, they can't harm them anymore. Only then, and only there, because they really show the highest gratitude possible to God for everything that just happened. And that could only happen through song. Which is a really powerful thing as well for us to take into our everyday lives. Singing, song, music. Now, again, we're used to music happening all the time, all around us, everywhere, in commercials, on YouTube, all these different things. And so we have a different kind of sense of what music is and a different kind of sense of what song is today. But when we go back to the original, right, as we see in this week's Torah portion, what song is, what song could be, what song could do for us, or how we could use song in our lives, we see that it's a very, very deep spiritual tool and provides us with a really great spiritual opportunity to just be, with all the craziness of the world, all the problems, all the challenges, all that. Thank you, God, right? There's so many things nonetheless, right? Despite it all, in spite of it all, there's so many things to be grateful for. And when we sing, that could really bring our attention and our awareness to that, right? Which in turn could just increase the quality and the beauty of our lives.